Manchester United has knocked Everton out of the FA Cup, and we are into the fourth round of the FA Cup. We've won this game of football by 3-1. Anthony, an own goal, and Rashford scoring a penalty in the 6 added minutes of the extra time. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys? And where you watching us from? Smash the like button, comment and share. And if you're already watching us for the very first time, lower right bottom corner, that's the place to be. Smash the black button that has with the subscribe button, smashing it. Hit the notification bell that will enable you get notified every time I upload a video onto this channel. Evans, John, thank you for being one of those to comment first into the live chat. But as you know, this is how we do it here onto the United Matters channel. After a game that United plays, we come up with what we call the match reaction, and we bring you the highlights and react to all those different highlights as how that game of football really surfaced at Old Trafford. Very good win for Old Trafford. Very good win at Old Trafford. Constants have been maintained. Apart from us keeping a clean sheet, the rest of the constants have been in there for you. But we are going to talk about the good things and the bad things of this game. But the most important aspect is us lacking squad depth is really going to be one of the factors that I'm going to conclude this video with, because look at when Casemiro is off, there is a very huge drop off in that midfield area. So that means there are lots of areas we need to go ahead and really reinforce as far as this season is concerned, because to me, I believe we can be competitive in every trophy, go ahead and even chase Arsenal in the Premier League battle, because we are 9 points behind Arsenal. We are just a peep away from really leveling points with them. We have to play them in the Premier League like 2 weeks from now. There is even another game we are supposed to play against City. We win those 2 games, we reduce those points to 6. And remember, Arsenal has to play Man City and Spurs. You don't know what is going to come out from those results. So I believe we have lots of things to go in and really get this season to where it's supposed to be. But congratulations to Erik ten Hag. Ever since we left the World Cup, we've not lost a single game, and we've just conceded 1 goal. What a watertight defense. That shows you really how much this man is really doing a lot for the club of Manchester United. And those that are not really appreciating this guy, then you have something wrong with you on your head, because Ten Hag has revolutionized the winning mentality of United. Look at this game of football. We score the first goal. Everton levels, our mentality remains high. We keep creating chances, though we couldn't score them. At the beginning of the second half, we come up looking for an early goal, and we get through an own goal, I think, from corner Cody. Then Rashford goes ahead to get a penalty, but United were dominant, though we were really sometimes left vulnerable every time Everton hit us onto the break. Not so? So let's go into these games of football and how it started off into the 4th minute of the game. Us scoring early has not been a norm into the United side, but in the game of Everton, we've gone ahead to get an early goal, which is something great. Rashford was released at the center half area by Anton Martial. Very good pass. Rashford makes a very good run and obviously goes in for a inch perfect cross, all color, onto the far post that really led Anthony to slide in it, and obviously it went into the back of the net, and the Englishman sent a cross shot to the back post where Anthony was. He slid into a tap in, and United met that game by United led that game by 1-0 in the 4th minute. Anthony scoring is a positive because he has been really struggling with form, and you know, every time you score a goal, people won't go out to look at everything you've not done right on the field of football. But I believe ever since return from the World Cup, Anthony is trying to really level up his game, especially that game we played against, was it Nottingham? No, it was Wolverhampton Wanderers. That game against Wolverhampton Wanderers, Anthony really came up and showed us that, all right, I'm Anthony, and we saw some cameos of the Anthony we went ahead to buy from Ajax. That's it. But this time round, he has gone to score a goal, and he was really great in the final third. Those are the final decision moments that are really always talked about for Anthony to go on and really improve on. His submission today in the final third has been great. He rarely put a foot wrong. He was tracking back. He was running on that entire pitch. Obviously, he is nearing where he's supposed to be. And if a player has 4 goals right now, ever since he came in at Manchester United, that shows you that he is not yet to his even average, but he's performing like that. Now, imagine if at all Anthony hits his average. He's really going to go ahead and really do the needful and really score very many goals for Manchester United. After scoring, he really went ahead to do the celebration, but obviously kudos to Anton Martial, who does a very brilliant job, the hold-up play in the midfield, and 3 players were around him. And I think Frank Lampard told his players in the midfield that every time you see Anton Martial in the midfield area, go ahead and really storm him, because he is everything that results into this goal. He gets the ball at the center half. 4 players of Everton swamp him up in the center. Then he does a little bit of quick feet and he finds himself out of those forest of legs that had really swamped him. He releases Marcus Rashford. Rashford makes a very beautiful run on the left, cuts inside, does a cross shot onto the back post. It finds Anthony, and Anthony hits that ball into the back of the net to make it 1-0 for United. And credit to Anton Martial, credit to Rashford, credit to Anthony. This is what United should be all about. We should be breaking play as soon as the game of football starts. Look at Arsenal. Arsenal has been scoring goals almost in every game before the 10th minute clocked. Meaning that if you score a goal, you have an advantage to really gate your opponent on pressure. And because this goal was important, if I told you know the importance of this goal, let me bring you up to speed. The importance of this goal is Everton came to play a back 5. You saw it very well. 5 defenders were into that Everton side. And with 3 blocking players, Onana, Iwobi, and which other player that was playing the midfield? I think it was... Which other player was playing the midfield? So 3 players, meaning that they had close to 8 players behind the ball. And if at all we never really hit them in the 4th minute, they wouldn't have opened up. It would have been hard for them to open up. So we scoring the goal early enough brought to Everton to open up, and obviously gave us a more easily game, because this is something we needed always and always. That happened in the 4th minute. That was Anthony. Now, tragedy hit us after David De Gea went ahead to really do this. Oh my God. David De Gea. Another howler from him. Very huge howler from him, but these mistakes are expected from goalkeepers. After pulling out close to 3 World Club saves against Bournemouth, a simple ball like that, you get, David De Gea couldn't really keep it off his line, and obviously it danced in his legs, as you see here. After dancing in his legs, it found itself into the back of the post by, is it Connor Cody? Who scored? I think it's Cody. Connor Cody does a tap in into the back of the net to give them a level up in the 14th minute, meaning that just 11 minutes after us we scored, all 10 minutes, they went ahead to level up that game, and the first half went to end 1-1 in favor of Manchester United and Everton. That's how Connor Cody really tapped that ball in. And I believe it's a very cheap giveaway for a side known as Everton. And you wouldn't like... You wouldn't like such giveaways in a game like this, because they really put you in a situation of really being desperate, because having had a very good lead, we are playing very well. How do we gift away a goal like that? But I believe David De Gea will take the blame. I know he's one of those players that is really very professional and is going to go ahead and really take this blame of the result of conceding that goal of football. And we would have kept a clean sheet, because Everton had nothing to do at our goal most of the 90 minutes. I think we had only 3-2 threats from them, but obviously we managed to really control them very well. But this one in the 14th minute, obviously it really gave us a different side altogether. And at the beginning of the game, Damian Gray went in for a shot that David De Gea really put out into the corner flag, and obviously they really came out and capitalized onto this, and United was level with Everton. Now, we went ahead to get another brilliant chance coming in from Rashford. They really connected well with Anton Martial, and Martial went in for that effort at the far post, but obviously Pickford closed him down. He spread himself out well, and you see this is how he really controlled it. But for Martial, I'm asking myself, when is his sharpness going to go on and really return? Because one thing I know about this boy is that he is really clinical. Keeper to beats, especially from those sideways. He's really great. But where is the sharpness of this guy? He's doing a very brilliant job for Manchester United, scoring in, creating in goals, doing a very good press up front, playing well with his back to goal. But my worry is, when is he going to come out and really score these goals, because in the game of Wolverhampton Wanderers, he misses out on a sitter header in the mouth of the goal. In the game of Bournemouth, again, Casemiro releases him and obviously misses out on that header in the mouth of goal again. Today, with the keeper to beat, he couldn't put that ball into the back of the net. So I really find myself into an ocean of questions on what is really wrong with Antoine Martial. The rest of the things does them very well. The first goal, it comes in through because of his effort in the central axis of the field of play. But this one, it was like a piece of cake for him to finish. So, though I believe Rashford did another extra touch that really closed the distance between Martial and the goalkeeper, but I believe he had to go on and really compose himself. The composure is really not yet back of Martial. Yet we know that Martial is the most composed player in front of goal in all the forwards of Manchester United. Him and Jadon Sancho, they are the most composed players in front of goal. But look at this. He just needed to go on, send the goalkeeper the wrong way, dummy him up, and obviously go for an empty net. I think that would have been the best option, but I believe Ben McCarthy, the forward coach at Manchester United, is going to go ahead and tell him, please, this is how we do these finishes. You get? Concentrate, know it's you with the ball, send the goalkeeper the wrong way, and get the ball done. That's it. So I believe Martial should go ahead and really get this done. And obviously, the United are we were straight into back of the attack as Rashford slept into Martial with an overload on the left side of the box. It was a perfect angle for the Frenchman to open his body, but the ball went into the far corner. But Pickford races off his line and makes a fine save. Obviously, this was a very nice save by Pickford, and he saved this team a lot, because I saw saves from Rashford, Bruno Fernandes that were really directed to him, and obviously he kept Everton in game for so long. If at all it was not him, I think the first half would have ended like 3-0 in favor of Manchester United. But I believe the reason as to why the game went that way, simply because we never composed ourselves into that final third of Everton in the first half. So I believe that was really a very good chance for Martial that he really gave away into the 17th minute. So it shows you that we are really learning to do what we call the reactionary game. After conceding the 14th minute, 3 minutes later, we had a chance to put ourselves again in the lead, but obviously the goalkeeper denied us, and we never kept quiet. We never kept silent. We went on really to look for that goal. Now, United in the second half, as soon as we really came in through, how many minutes later, at the beginning of the first half, 8 minutes into the first half, that was the 52nd minute, guess what Rashford does? He dazzles around the right back of... He dazzles down the the right back of Everton. I think it was Charles Coleman. Then he finds a tight angle towards the goal line. Then he does a cutback, and that cutback really results into them connecting a goal into the back of that. Conor Cody, who really gave them the leveler in the first half, went ahead to find himself into the back of the net in that game of United. In the 58th minute, United went ahead to really have an own goal from Conor Cody. It was a brilliant one more from Marcus Rashford, who gets to the byline on the left before sending a wicked cross into the middle. That was not going even to find Antoine Martial, but obviously Conor Cody just fell a victim of his own insinuating that maybe there was a player of United behind him that was unmarked, and obviously he went in for a diving effort and it went into his own net to make it 2-1 for United. And that is Marcus Rashford celebrating how a goal really went in through, and his fellow players really joined him. Talking about this goal, it really confirms to you that we are really a team that has really capitalized on Marcus Rashford. Trust me, every game we've played ever since we returned from the World Cup break, I've even tweeted this on my Twitter account, Rashford has been really paramount. And trust me, you might hate him or love him, but he's really the best informed player playing in the forward positions at Manchester United. Trust me, he's the most informed player at Manchester United playing in the forward positions. Though to me, the best player at the club is obviously a player called Casemiro. And when Casemiro was taken off, we conceded a second goal, but VAR came to our rescue. Let me show you this. They couldn't go past us as they used to do, but this is what happened. This is what happened. They went past us. Calvert-Lewin had just spent just 1 minute on the field of play. See what happened. See what happened. He just passed that ball past David De Gea after Damian Gray really put in a very beautiful cross, and obviously that goal was really called off because the person who crossed that ball was too early past the defenders of United, and that goal was really disallowed by VAR. But that was a result of taking off Casemiro. This is where I come in through and let you know that, guys, we need to go ahead and really consider ourselves as being lucky because Casemiro is not injured. The manager takes him off in the 73rd minute, and Calvert-Lewin almost levels the game 2 minutes later. We are one of the lucky teams that Casemiro is not an injury-prone player, but I really worry how our season is going to be if at all Casemiro really gets an injury. Because, at a certain point X in this season, he will get an injury. Can Scott McTominay, Freddie do the job? I think if at all it's the physicality battle, they can win. But in what we call controlling the midfield, the brain of really shielding the back four and really driving the team forward by linking the midfield to the attack, Casemiro does it better, and you have no player to do it better. That's why it's not only the centre forward position that is really lacking, enforcement, but we need another CDM, a left player into the central midfield, in the central defense of Manchester United. So I believe we deserve more by really bringing in new players, and I believe in the summer we are going to be having a busy summer. We look at a central defender, a right back, a central defensive midfielder, another right winger, and a centre forward. We might go in for a splashing spree in the summer of close to 5 players. That will call close to £250 million or £300 million. And because we are having new owners coming in through, you've seen what Chelsea is doing. They spent £300 million. They've so far spent £300 million in the summer and January transfer window, meaning that if at all you're at that level, you're having in players of quality that come in and substitute for Martial, Rashford, Casemiro, Lisandro Martinez, and Varane, I believe will be good to go. Not so? So that is it, and that's how it happened into that minute, 74th minute. We almost lost our lead, and obviously VAR said no. But I believe VAR had to intervene more in the first goal because Casemiro looked like he was fouled by Onana. The way he shielded him off was a little bit of a foul, but it was not really considered serious. But I believe it's really one of the things that we can go on and really capitalize onto because we are really a very good and beautiful side as Manchester United. So smash the like button, comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, lower right bottom corner, that's the place to be. And you know how we do it. We return to your comments in the live chat when I'm done with my match preview and my match reaction. Now, in the 90th plus 7th minute, this is what happens. Alejandro Garnacho is released by, is it Bruno Fernandes? Because Freddie does a very good shield and really recover back and wins that ball. He does a 1-2 with Luke Shaw. Then he finds Bruno, and Bruno reads Alejandro Garnacho. You know what Alejandro Garnacho does when there is loads of space ahead of him? He ran into the 18-yard box area of Everton, and obviously Godfrey put him down, as you see here, and the penalty was given to Manchester United. And guess who executed it in a very composing manner? It was Marcus Rashford, and he sent the goalkeeper the wrong way because look at Pickford. He drove himself to the left, and Rashford went in for a curling effort onto the right to make it 3-0. Rashford made no mistake and really made that ball from the spot count for Manchester United. And obviously, that was victory sealed for Manchester United because all hopes of a team called Everton to come in through and really level the game, maybe to force a return at Goodson Park, was really put to bed by a side known as Manchester United. So that's the game of football, but kudos to Marcus Rashford, kudos to everyone who really played very well in this game of football. I know Martial is going to be criticized, but whatever he does on that field of play is going unrecognized. The first goal that really puts us ahead, it's his effort, the way he really presses up front, the way he really goes ahead to really do the inclusive play. The way he plays with it back to goal is really out of this world, and you go on and really like a player like him. But there is something I want to talk about before I really go into the match stats. This gentleman known as Harry Maguire. You know, people will say that I'm really biased about him. But what's the importance of coming on 6 minutes to the end of the game and you call for your captain armband? What is the importance of this? Does it make any sense? If I'm Harry Maguire, I just have to accept that, all right, Bruno is the captain of the team. And if Harry Maguire, I give in easily because the manager has shown it that I'm not capable of leading this team to victory. The 2 games he captained United at the beginning of the season, we lost. When he was benched and we played Liverpool, Southampton and Leicester with Rashford, Varane and Martinez into the central defense, we won those games of football. So, I believe Harry Maguire's time is over at Manchester United. I don't know what he thinks about himself, but I believe it's game over and time over for him. And I think he's going to play the game of Charlton and Lindelof. They will come in through, but he's really he's now a fifth choice centre back. I believe he's even 6th because after Rafael Varane, the other one is Luke Shaw, because he's the 3rd choice centre back and 1st choice left back. There comes in Lindelof, there comes in Twanzebe, and I believe a player called Harry Maguire is a 6th choice centre back at Manchester United, meaning that he should do what Rio Ferdinand told him, because Ferdinand told him that if at all I'm Harry Maguire, I'll be looking for a team to go in and play there in the summer. So that's it, and let's get into what we call the match starts as they really went down. Manchester United closing in into another season or another level of the FA Cup, and we've gone ahead to win by 3-1. Guys, smash the like button. We are having close to 120 people watching in and only 22 likes. Let's smash the like button to 100 likes, guys. 78 likes left. Let's smash the like button, guys, and spread some love here onto the channel. Now, when you look at the stats, 17 shots by Manchester United. Everton had 8. I think this is really great for Manchester United because we really controlled both halves. That's it. We had 7 shots on target. I believe we would have had like 9. 2 more. But obviously we went ahead to have 7. And we really got 3 goals out of those. Everton were really clinical. 8 shots and 5 of those were really on target. Meaning that they were really so much clinical and really trying to force us to really concede. Now, 58% ball possession. This would have been more, but I believe having played very many games, I think the manager really needed these players to go all out and do the needful for the club to see to it that they don't put in a lot of intensity that would really see them wear out as you're going to play Charlton on Monday and Man City over the weekend. 42% for Everton, 498 passes completed by Manchester United. Erik ten Hag would call for 112 more to at least have 600 passes, because if at all you can average 350 passes per half, that will be great for Manchester United. If at all you have 700 passes completed, that is really beautiful. It will be really a very good warm-up as you really prepare to go ahead and really tussle for that ball possession when you're playing City on the 14th of January. Now, Everton had 366. 87% ball possession by Manchester United. 87% passing accuracy by Manchester United. 80% passing accuracy by Everton. 10 fouls by Manchester United. 8 by Everton. 1 yellow card to Manchester United, went to Bruno Fernandes. And before I really go into your comments, I'm going to go on and really talk a little bit about this guy, because even Erik ten Hag called him on the touchline and told him, please, what are you playing? You are conceding stupid yellow cards. That's why we are missing out onto the game we are playing a team called Charlton in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. Now, 3 yellow cards to Everton, 0 red cards to both sides, 0 offsides to United, 2 offsides for Everton, 8 corners for United, and obviously 2 corners for Everton. That was really a very beautiful display for Manchester United that really guaranteed us that win that we really went ahead to go on and really win at. Now, I was talking about Bruno Fernandes. He really got another stupid yellow card this time round, and Ten Hag called him, as you say, and told him, please stop doing that because you are really earning or costing the team. You've gotten a stupid yellow card. you are going to miss out on the game against Charlton because of that. Donny van de Beek is away, and you are really trying to go ahead and really misbehave in this game of football. So he told him not to do that because it looked like it is really costing the team of Manchester United, and that's what he's doing game in, game out. And Bruno should really improve on that because he really gets stupid yellow cards that are really uncalled for. Because if at all it's a yellow card like Casemiro got when you're playing is it Burnley and Freddie, no, against Wolverhampton Wanderers, when Casemiro got a yellow card in that game, because that was a professional yellow card. That's it. Even Freddie, the yellow card he got, it was really professional. But for this guy, he's really doing it stupidly, and he's really getting in stupid yellow cards. Onana is in the corner flag of his half. Why do you foul him? Why do you foul him, for the God's sake, when you've even lost the ball? Just try and track back simply. Don't foul him. That was stupid of Bruno Fernandes. It was really diabolical, and it's uncouth for him to go out and really get in stupid yellow cards like those, because they cost the club at a point X. Because in the next FA Cup game, you're going to play, if he gets another stupid yellow card like that, that means if it really happened to go through, he's not going to be playing in the quarterfinals. That's it. So I believe that is really something that Bruno should work on, and I think the manager is really telling him a lot to go on and improve about it. Now, I'm going into your comments, guys. We started off with John Evans. Hey bro, I see what you have been talking about, to be with good players on the bench. Yeah, it matters. It matters because look at that time when Casemiro got off the field of play. The entire central defensive midfield area was porous. We lost cohesion, the rhythm dropped, the patterns were nowhere to be seen because the man at the base of our heartbeat was really taken out. The engine room had a deficiency of a player that commands it to operate in the very proper manner into that game of football. Then even we have great talent, Alejandro Garnacho, great talent. And I don't know how they really award assists, but for Garnacho, I think for every penalty that goes in, a person that is forward is supposed to be given credit of an assist because he was brought down. Even in the game of Bournemouth, Garnacho gets an assist. Today, he really decides on whether the game ends 2-1 or 3-1. The third goal we get into, it's because of the brilliance of the boy called Alejandro Garnacho, and kudos to Alejandro Garnacho. Then I'm having Asimwe Hillary. Thank you, brother. Thank you very much for watching in. Then I'm having Wamani Sam Mr. Rokani. Where did Phil Jones of United go? Phil Jones is still injured and his contract is expiring in the summer. Obviously, expect him to be a free agent in the summer to find another team to take him on. Smash the like button, guys. We are having 100 people watching in and only 28 likes. Smash the like button, guys. I'm having Adepare Opeyemi up Manchester United. Yeah, it's good to see that we are winning 6 games, consecutive wins. United is really on fire. Ever since we returned from the World Cup, we've played Burnley, Nottingham, Bournemouth, Wolverhampton Wanderers, and this is the 5th game, and you're winning it. And the 6th game is coming against Charlton at Old Trafford, and we 100% believe you're going to go ahead and really win it. Then Amidou Kamara, hey bro, hey Amidou Kamara, how are you? Then OG Emmanuel up Man United, obviously. Up United and Viva United. We are having Asimwe Hillary. Winners, keep the consistency. That's it. But we need to bring in players in the January transfer window if at all you are to enjoy this season more as we are enjoying it, because we might stop enjoying this season in March. Injuries might come in through and really pile up, and we might find ourselves in a position of not really being able to put up a very fully fit, strong squad. Then we are Rugaba David. Thank you for watching in. I know Vigisha Will is telling me that David, I can't fail to appreciate the work done by the team, by Ten Hag and the players, because it is clearly seen in then when they are on the play games. Yeah, the way we play our games has really changed. We are really a more dangerous side. You get both on the break and on the build-up, because that third goal comes in through because we hit them with the break. The first one comes through because of the press we make and the hold-up play that Anton Martial does and releases Marcus Rashford off the left. You get the final goal is because of the break. Rashford, no, it's Freddie combines with Bruno very well. That interplay was really great. Then they release Garnacho. Garnacho runs into space. He commits himself, takes on 2-3 defenders. They foul him as he approaches the 6 yards area. That could have resulted into him doing a cutback to find Rashford, and Rashford really finishes that ball into the back of the net because he was well matched, spaced into the vicinity of the mouth of the goal. And obviously he's fouled. We get a penalty. So you look at how we are really scoring our goals. It really shows you that we are really a different game altogether and a team that is really ready for any battle. Then Dennis Okwera, big up to Man United. Francis Ihekwikwini, up United. Then Daniel Evander, I'm so grateful for Man United team. Rashi was really greatly improved. Has really greatly improved his game. One of the most improved players at Manchester United, apart from Dalot, Scott McTominay. Look at Luke Shaw. Rashford is really on fire. The boy is on fire. Though he commits himself, I think Ten Hag has given him the license to try out anything that he wants. That's it, because whenever he gets that ball, he just feels like I can go past these players, and his physicality has really changed. He can really take on any player that you need. Then Dennis Okwera, big up United. Francis, up Man United. Then Daniel Evander, talking about Rashford. John Evans, you can't believe I score 55 points in our prediction lineup with 100% formation. All right, thank you. I think that was done on the website of Manchester United. Barista David, for me, Zidane needs chance to play. Course, Bruno. Yeah, I know he's going to come in through because the manager that we are having is good at knowing the right time these young players are supposed to come in through. Look at Alejandro Garnacho. Who knew that he was going to play a very huge role into our season? Because he never played a single game in the preseason, but the manager had his issues and he wanted to go on and really teach him on how to become a better player. Put your attitude right, then you are going to play the game of football. And after all that, Alejandro Garnacho is firing in. So to me, I believe that boy is Dan Iqbo is a special talent and he might find himself into the starting 11 of United next season. Katwede Bashil, that's great. Manchester United, very great. Rifaz Mwanje, thank you for watching in. Barista David, Bruno, we need more, especially with the discipline. He's really getting lots of sloppy yellow cards. Now we are having Bash BG, up United, Rush Baby. Rashford is really on fire, you guys. He's really on fire. 5 games played, 5 goals. The managers talked about him really hitting 20 goals only in the Premier League, but to me, I believe that he's going to even surpass them in the Premier League because right now he's having seven goals in the Premier League. We've played 17 games. 22 games to go. I believe if he can average 1 goal or 2 goals or 1 goal per game, he's going to score like 30 because the way he's really firing in is really different. Because I know there are games Rashford is going to come in and score a hat-trick. Those games are really coming in through. Then I'm having Asimwe Hillary. Over 60 guys are in the building. Thank you for the love. We are now close to 120. Thank you guys for watching in through as you smash the like button to 100. 38 likes only. We are left with 62. We are left with 62. Guys, smash the like button. I'm having Rivers Mwanje. I'm in love with Manchester United. This is beautiful relationship. Yeah, it's like falling in love with a girl that you've always loved. We've been having Manchester United for a very long time. Some of us have supported it for 2 decades. Ever since Alex Ferguson left, no happiness at the club. But look, a decade to when Fergie left, we are really having a very good spell at Manchester United, and I'm really enjoying this. Kalule Moses Pasco, Garnacho is good. I like one day, one time. Will be the best striker for United. Obviously, you're on point. John Evans, but I think even Bissaka is good than Dalot. Not really. He's not. Look at the commitment Dalot makes in the final third of the opponent. And Dalot, the way he defends. You see, Dalot does these things concurrently. He looks good in the defensive area and looks good in the offensive area. But for Bissaka, looks good defensively. His forward game is really questionable. But he's a very good player. But maybe he's not a player for Erik ten Hag. And you might find out that he has gone ahead to improve a lot under Erik ten Hag. But Erik ten Hag will go in the summer and really bring another right back to come in and really act as a backup for Dalot. Then I'm having Ukechukwu, Chukwuma. Man United is back, bro. That's what I believe, but we are really lacking signings. Thomas Donko from Ghana. How are you? How is Ghana doing? Kalule Moses Pasco. David, Freddy's better. is better with who in midfield? Casemiro, Scotty, Ericsson. I believe Casemiro is a constant in that midfield area. I think whoever you play him with will look good. Casemiro is a constant because you have no player who plays like Casemiro. So that's why you saw to it that when Freddie came on, he played really very well, but I believe when Casemiro is with Freddie, they will look good. That's it. And I think he looks good with Casemiro. That's it. So, Carole Moses Pasco, I think I've answered your question. Then, Ugochukwu is telling me greetings from Nigeria. All right, my Nigerian brothers, how are you and how are you doing? Daniel Ibanda, it would be good if we could get another striker. Martial alone is not enough. Yeah, he's not enough because you see it that we are playing him sparingly. I believe if Martial could play close to 90 minutes like Rashford, he would have gone ahead to really utilize on those chances and even score goals. But because it's obvious that the manager has to play him sparingly, he gets him off the ball, he gets him off the pitch early enough, which costs us sometimes because when you're having Rashford and Martial, all those on the front line, you are really a real threat to your opponent. I believe it really costs us a lot at Manchester United. It would be good if we could get another striker, that is Daniel Ibanda. Carole Moses Pasco, Rashford is shining. Wow, of course this boy is shining, and I believe he's really going to go ahead and really score the most number of goals he has ever scored in this season, because right now he's having 14 goals. He's having 14 goals this season. Very, 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 very good and very much on fire. And remember, on Monday we are playing Charlton. You never know, he might come in through and score a hat-trick against Charlton. Thomas Donko, slowly, Ten Hag is doing a good job. We, the fans, will continue supporting him. Obviously, Ten Hag needs our support like never before. We are supporting him, and he is really not letting our support down. George William, the pressure was too much on them. Oh, I understand, but I think they know how to really maintain it and not succumb to it. David Cahill, Rashi is back, obviously firing in goals and smiling. Carole Moses Pasco, Ten Hag is super calculating man. That guy is really a genius. Ten Hag is a genius. Issa Video Willie, how is Felix transfer? United have made their first proposal or bid, 4 million euros as loan fee, and they've gone ahead to promise Atletico Madrid to pay his entire salary of £250,000 a week, amounting to £1 million a month, times the 6 months going to start Manchester United. That is £6 million. United are willing to go ahead and really pay that amount of money. So that is the latest update on Felix. And if at all anything later matures, you know how we do it on this channel. We'll come back here and really let you know how everything is going to go on and unfold. Even Marcus Rashford, he reduces pressure when he reaches the box. Yeah, he's now a changed player. Way back, Rashford couldn't find out a pass to Anthony to find that first goal. No, he could go in for the selfish effort, but right now he's really changed with the player. He doesn't go for selfish efforts, he goes in for what is better for the team. Now I'm having Daniela Ibanda. I think Rashi was the man of the match. Obviously he is, and we're going to do the player ratings next after this video, so keep your notification bells on because it's going to come in through thick and fast. Thomas Donko, Felix loan deal is too much expensive. I think George Mendes is negotiating with Atletico Madrid, and it might narrow down to a loan fee of 6 million euros only. Then George William, Ten Hag should be supported so he could see his dreams come true. And guys, if this takeover had happened by the end of December and we entered January with new owners, I believe £100 million would have been up for grabs for Ten Hag to use in the January transfer window. And if at all we can get £100 million from nowhere, I'm just insinuating that takes us directly into competition of the Premier League, the UEFA Europa League, the FA Cup, and the Carabao Cup, because we are just 2-3 signings away from really being at that level to compete at that level of winning the league. Then George William, Ten Hag should be supported so he could see his dreams come true. You're right. Then Khan, Adis, tell me that, that is Ronaldo, but he's nowhere to be seen. He is really left United, and we don't want to even talk about him because let's talk about what is benefiting our team. I know there are some Ronaldo fans that are really feeling bad, but obviously Ten Hag has shown the team that has shown us that Ronaldo was really that spoiled tomato that was in the basket of other good tomatoes that was really nearing destroying all rotting other tomatoes. And these tomatoes were saved by really getting out of that rotten tomato of Ronaldo, and now we are really doing a better job without Cristiano Ronaldo, no doubt. Onya yet, Silva, today we have played poorest game, bro. Anthony should pull up his socking. Is not Anthony of Ajax. But I believe Anthony played well today. You know, there is a difference playing for Ajax and playing for Manchester United. United has always gone ahead to be a result-oriented team. Anthony scoring a goal for United, his second goal against Everton this season, that is a plus. That is a plus because all what we need is goals. We need goals. We need goals to come in from every player at Manchester United. If at all there is one who watched my match build-up of United versus Everton, I came in through and I told you how we are getting even distribution of goals ever since this World Cup really came to an end and we resumed our season. Let me bring up to speed and really take you back into that narration. In the game against Burnley, it was Eriksen, Rashford. Sorry about that. After that, those are two different players. We played Nottingham. Rashford, Anton Martial, and Freddie. Those are now 4 different players. You get? After that, we played Wolverhampton Wanderers. It's Rashford. Yes? Then we go and play Burnley. It's Casemiro, Marcus Rashford, and who else? It was Casemiro, Marcus Rashford. Who scored the second goal for United when you're playing? How did the second goal come in through? Let me see. Who scored the second goal when you're playing Burnley? Who scored the second goal when you're playing Burnley? Let me check here. I want to be on point. United versus Bournemouth. Second goal was scored by Luke Shaw. Those are 6 different players scoring in for Manchester United. Now today, it has been Anthony, 7th different player, scoring in our 5th game in the row. That is really something great. So I believe Anthony has done great today and has been doing great ever since the game of Wolverhampton Wanderers. And I think he is just trying to find himself to that level. And scoring goals will build his confidence more. Then I'm having Onya Silva. When will Sancho start playing? The manager is telling us that he cannot really hurry him back. But the good thing is back at Carrington and is training. And I know in a week's time from now, Sancho is going to be back. That's it. John Evans, but you what captain mean respect? Harry Maguire doesn't have respect at Manchester United. What has he done? You know, respect is earned, not given. So he has to earn it. Bruno has captained United ever since we lost against Brentford, and here we are, 9 points behind Arsenal, into the quarter-final of the Carabao Cup, into the 4th round of the FA Cup, and here we are in the knock-off stage of the UEFA Europa League. He has done nothing to earn respect at the club. Thomas Donko, what I want Ten Hag to do for me, Operation 6 points from Arsenal and City, then I will be the happiest man in the world. All right, you've even given it the very, very, very good name that I never even thought about. People are downplaying it to 4, but Operation 6 points against Arsenal and Man City is possible. It's possible, Thomas Donko, and I believe if we keep this man, Casemiro fit, Lisandro Martinez, Verani, I believe with Anton Martial and Rashford, we can really get 6 points out of these games. Rivers Mwanje, wow, thank you. Ifenyi Okweubi, that is from Nigeria, I think. What about Greenwood? Please news. Greenwood's case is going to be heard in October, and then the final judgment is going to be given in November this year. So let's wait and see what's going to come out as far as Greenwood story is concerned. Jonah Ikede, we are ready for Man City United all the way. Yeah, but our next game on the way is simple. We are playing a team called Charlton in the quarterfinals of the Carabao Cup. I just feel like we are 2 foot away into the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup, and what a way for Erik ten Hag to enjoy himself at Manchester United by lifting one of those trophies up. Then Nantume Fatuma, win, Man United on fire. Thank you, Nantume Fatuma, for watching in. She's in the Middle East. I think that's where she's really watching us from. Kalunji Najib, bro, update me about Vincent Abubakar. How do you see him? To me, I've told everyone that bringing Vincent Abubakar is great. Do you know why? The manager has always been calling in to 2 more center forwards. If Ronaldo stayed, he would have called in for 1. Ronaldo's departure means he needs 2 more. Those 2 should include João Felix and Vincent Abubakar, because Vincent Abubakar will go in for any salary to play for Manchester United. Bring in Abubakar, bring in João Felix and Anton Martial, then you are going to see how United really lights itself up on fire, because I believe sometimes we can go with the front 3 of Martial on the left, Rashford on the right, and João Felix leading the line. Even Vincent Abubakar can come in and lead the line because he's aggressive and his physicality is needed. Not every game is going to be owned beautifully. And Vincent Abubakar has a very good aerial presence and he scores very many goals in the heading situation. So I believe Vincent Abubakar is really a very good player that will come in and really get a job done for Manchester United. Thank you, Kalunji Najib. Onyeyaka Okoye, very good work, bro. Thank you, guys. It's you who make this work look good, because if at all you are not here to view me, then it doesn't look good. That's why I always tell you guys, please smash the like button. Smash the like button like now. 120 people watching in and only 45 have liked this video. Let's smash the like button to 100. And secondly, if at all you're watching us for the very first time, go into the lower right bottom corner and smash the black button that has the word subscribe, and then hit the notification bell, because we are returning with the player ratings. Thank you, Mr. Onyeka Okoye. Then Kalunji Najib can help us on our attacking force. Here he can. Vincent Abubakar can really help us on our attacking force, because in the game like today, physicality had really turned out. And if I told you bring in Vincent Abubakar to lead the line for you, that means crosses coming in from Casemiro, Dalot, Luke Shaw, and maybe Rashford will really help us really get the best out of this. So I think we should be having different strikers that can go ahead and really address different situations of the game that you're going to be exposed in. To me, if at all you are playing Barcelona in the 15 minutes to go, bring on Vincent Abubakar, go into for the aerial game. The boy is fast. He has some good footwork on him. He's clinical, and put him onto that defense of Barcelona. He'll run them out, beat them out on energy, and obviously score you the goals you want. Then I'm having Unwana Jr. says that he has not continued, but thank you for watching in. Onyet Silva, David, greetings from Uganda. Thank you for watching in from 256, the Pearl of Africa. Then John Evans, I think not needed to bring another left back for whatever another young guy in under 23s can help us. The left back is really occupied. Luke Shaw, there is Malacia, and there is another player called Alvaro Fernandez playing at Preston. He's really playing very, very well, and I believe he is really good. Michael Okudua Oseme from Nigeria. I love watching your videos. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much. Smash the like button, show me the love, and I'll do the same. Then Christine Jackson, Rashford has really improved a lot. Obviously he has. Then Thomas Donko, please David, find a link so that we serial listeners can call you on live program one day. That is going to happen. That is going to happen, guys. Soon you are going to be coming on live and really having what we call a fan forum onto this channel. That's it. It's not going to be even something that's going to be for one day, but on a daily we'll have a discussion sometimes. That is. Then Afeyami Okwebe, up Manchester United, more win to my team, please. What about Butland? Butland has been unveiled as the Manchester United goalkeeper, and don't be surprised on Monday him to be in between the sticks of United as we are facing Charlton as the second choice goalkeeper, backup of David De Gea. And Lord Whitwell of the Manchester Evening News has confirmed to us that Manchester United had really scouted this man, but Anton Martial broke his arm when you're playing Melbourne, when you're in Melbourne playing Crystal Palace, and obviously he really went off. But United wanted him instead of De Bruyne. Now, when De Bruyne really departed, guess what happened? United went in for Butland because he had fully recovered from his injury. Then I'm having Senyonga Emma Owen, this is Ugandan, 256 in the land. Good bro, good job bro, big up. Alright, thank you very much for watching in. Ifeyemi Okwobi, any transfer news please? Obviously, we are going in for João Felix for starters. That's what Erik ten Hag is really wanting in to be delivered to him now. Then Angedu David, Garnacho is going to be the great player for us, and good Rashford. Garnacho, generational talent, proven talent. Obviously, he just needs to go on and work on his physicality. The rest is history for him. The sky is not the limit for him. Even the moon is not the limit for him. It's himself to limit his career or not. Look at what Greenwood did to his career. Greenwood was a very good player, very good talented player that everyone was really talking about, generational talent, scoring in goals. He could play as a centre forward, he could play as a right attack midfielder. Obviously, he really fell into the wrong arms of a girlfriend, and they really had an argument. The girlfriend wanted him to post everything, and his career is really off. And I believe he would have been one of those players to benefit a lot under Erik ten Hag. Let's wait and see when that case is ruled out in his favor, whether he will come out and really get us done. All right. Then I'm having John Evans. I know, bad goal, but I like forwards to score than defenders. Good work, Anthony. Yeah, but to me, I like to see the entire team getting involved into the process of scoring goals, because it makes you comfortable that anytime there is a player that's going to come out and really score goals. That's it. Look at the goal Casemiro scores against Bournemouth. From nowhere set piece, he really makes himself available at the near post and volleys that ball in the back of the net. That was really a very good goal from Casemiro, and I really loved it to the max. Then I'm having Angelo David, but we have to avoid Maguire from our defense. Trust me, Maguire was just brought on because of the aerial presence of Calvert-Lewin. That's it. And Ten Hag got it right on the substitutes. He got it right on the substitutes because he really had to do that, because Calvert-Lewin's height is really dangerous, and his emphatic headers would go ahead and really cost us. You get? I'm having Hanija BDVD says good evening to you too. Adam256 official, thank you for watching in. Then I'm having Chabene Nicholas, good luck. All Man U fans, big up to your representation. I'm from Irenga Barracks in Intungamo, Uganda. All right, thank you very much for watching in through. Then Ochila Caesar, good evening, David. We now good to go, but we need a central striker or a central player. Yeah, we need a central player. That's written all over. We need him, bro. Where do you come from? Tell me. I don't know. Kampala 256. That is Onyet Silva. That's where I come in from. Kampala 256 is my country. Sorry, my city and my country is Uganda. Then Onyeit Silva, bro, where do you come from? Tell me. I've told you already. Then I mean center forward, right? Yeah, we need a center forward. That's why I'm discussing about Abubakar. There is João Felix. There is Memphis Depay. There is Thomas. There is Marcus Thuram and very many others that United is really focusing on. So thank you very much for watching in through. So I'm having Adam Official 256. I'm enjoying your live. Thank you guys. Thank you very much for the love. Then Thomas Donko, he's from Uganda. Please, obviously that's it. We are coming in from Kampala, Uganda, and that's where we're reporting live from. We need a fighting striker. To me, I believe João Felix and Vincent Abubakar, those two deals can be done. They can be done because Vincent Abubakar, Al Nassr, where Ronaldo is right now, has offered him a chance to go out on loan. United are interested. Obviously, Fenerbahce are interested. Vincent Abubakar wants to come to Manchester United. Why can't we get this player in? And João Felix, to say to it that we are having 3 center forwards, but one of those, in the names of João Felix, can play on the left, right, and center, even in the central attacking midfield, because Donny van Beek is injured. You need to rest Bruno some games. Then you need to see these players really coming in through to act as replacements. And the best replacement would have been João Felix. Then Senyonga Emma, what do you think is the greatest need of United, of Man U, and really stop struggling like today? Because I didn't expect it to be like the way how it has been. I think we never struggled today. We never. The problem is we never took our chances. We created the chances, but we never took them. We lacked that composure and precision in the final third. That's it. But if at all we really had some good precision on us, we would have gone ahead to really kill off this game in the first half by 3-0. I 100% believe it. But our decisions were really ill. So, I believe we need to go ahead and really get in a striker. Then a right back is needed to back up Dalot, a central defensive midfielder that is the same levels of Casemiro. You can talk about Caicedo, you can talk about Ruben Neves, you can talk about Enzo Fernandez, you can talk about Frenkie de Jong. The reason as to why amongst of all those I would prefer Enzo Fernandez is because Enzo Fernandez is an all-rounder. He plays in every position of the midfield. He can play as a CDM. He can play as a central attack midfielder. He can play as a box-to-box midfielder, depending on which role the manager has told him to go out and play. Then I'm having Ifeanyi Okwobi. What about the Glazers to sell Man U? They are in Qatar. They are really calling in for bidding, and obviously they've gotten it. Close to 3 rich families coming in from Middle East are really battling it up. Dubai are really wanting to buy United. Qatar are really wanting to buy in United. And Bahrain are really wanting to buy in United. So rich families from the royal families of the Middle East are really battling it up for Manchester United. The Glazers are really looking at a sale of between 6 billion to 7 billion pounds for the club. And they are really going to sell it. Before March, everything is going to be done and dusted. And obviously by first March, expect United to be having new owners. But I believe the Qatar consortium or the Qatar royal family might be the new owners of Manchester United as soon as we can see. Then I'm having Onyet Silva, Heaton and Butland. Who is better? I think Butland is better. Butland is better. 29 years of age, has been at Stoke City. He has represented for very many teams. He has represented for the Premier League. Even at Crystal Palace this season, he has 10 games on his name in the Premier League. But look at Heaton. The reason as to why he is not even considered as a second choice is because he's not at that level. But I think he's a very good goalkeeper. But being a third choice goalkeeper, it's really good for him. But he cannot really rate him ahead of Butland, because Butland might even have his debut of United when they are playing a team called Charlton on Monday. Then Nantuma Fatuma, Uganda. We need new players, because when someone gets an injury, we need substitutes. That's it. But I believe right now, the only thing you can really talk about is United getting in players on loan. And those are variable: Vincent Abubakar, Yao Felix. The others are for money. So, as it stands, we might bring in a centre forward at United. And I don't see very many others going in to do the game of football. But before I sign out, allow me really give you through a recap, or take you through a recap of how these goals really came in through. That was a goal coming in from Anthony with an effort of Marcus Rashford, really laid into the back of the net by a player called Anthony. That was the 4th minute. Then later, Everton went ahead to capitalize onto the foul made by David De Gea, and obviously the ball danced into his legs and it found Connor Cody and tapped it in the back of the net. Obviously, after that game, after we considered the second goal, Anton Martial came in through and really got a very clear chance to make it 2-0. But obviously Pickford really raised himself and did a very full spread to really deny Anton Martial from a chance. 8 minutes after we returned, Marcus Rashford came in with an effort that saw United really put itself ahead by Connor Cody really putting himself at the back of the net. In the 74th minute, they had leveled the game of football, but obviously the VAR really turned the goal down because there was offside call from the VAR. Alejandro Garnacho brought down in the 90th plus 7th minute, and obviously a penalty was given. The referee pointed in the spot. Rashford did no mistake and really sent the goalkeeper the wrong way and made the game end at 3-1 at Old Trafford. Manchester United is through to what we call the round of 4, or the 4th round of the FA Cup. Thank you guys for watching in through. You've been always a good channel and a good audience. I'm having Ifeanyi Okwobi. Frank de Jong is coming to United. Is it true? We have to wait until the summer and see how everything is going to happen in through. But rumors are saying that he confirmed to Ten Hag that he wants to come to Manchester United. Then Onyet Silva, bro, can you compare for me Lisandro Martinez and no 4 of Arsenal, or the back 4 of Arsenal? I think I'm going to start to bring you those comparisons, Lisandro Martinez and which player of Arsenal, because I believe Lisandro Martinez, it's better to compare him with Gabriel Magalhaes because both of them play on the left side of the central defense, not so? So I'm going to start doing those as soon as possible. Not now, but I think I'm going to plan to do those. Thomas Donko, Vincent Abubakar is a good player. He's really a very good player that can give us a different kind of species of a striker at Manchester United. Then Senyonga Emma Owen, something about Joao Felix to United. I've already told you, United have submitted their first offer. 4 million euros loan fee
and they've accepted to pay all his salary. That's it. Then John Evans, are you sure you come from Uganda? I'm proud of you, bro. Me, I'm from Masaka, brother. All right, thank you very much. I'm from Uganda, Kampala, and obviously Thomas Donka, a person from Ghana, has told you that I come from Kampala. Then Ochila Caesar, remind me about the name of the other channel, bro. It's called Rokani Media Football. If at all you want to go ahead and really see me do other news that does not concern Manchester United, go on and subscribe to a channel called Rokani Media Football. There, we discuss Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Barcelona, African teams as we're going to the CHAN National Tournament, CAF Champions League, and very many other stuffs concerning football all over the world. Guys, allow me call it a night. Wow, that's good. Have good accent, bro. Thank you, John Evans. Thank you, John Evans. And guys, allow me call it a night. Not so? Good night. May the Almighty God bless you abundantly. I sign out for now, but keep alert. I'm dropping the player ratings, and obviously it's really going to be one of those that you're going to go ahead and really enjoy. May the Almighty Lord bless you abundantly. I cover you all in the brilliant blood of Jesus Christ. Precious